Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and
Good night.
You got good night.
Because it's a vampire.
Vampire life.
Yes.
Chrissy and her husband are here.
And I had to sit in between them so they wouldn't fight.
Oh,
Yes.
You know what? Don't start. Can you please leave?
She wants to kick me out.
So I agree with her.
Let him stay. I got a couple questions for him.
Okay, we'll stay there in the hot seat.
Oh, you know, that's how we should start off. Jim Jones wanted to ask Ebro a couple questions.
Oh,
Yes.
Go for
sugar,
it.
honey, iced tea.
My question to Ebro was, how does it feel to be so successful, the man of the hour?
Yeah, okay.
The
Popping
man
on TV.
The man in the spotlight. How does it feel?
You know, I've tried to follow in your footsteps. You know what I mean? I've watched how
That's
you've
nice.
gone
That's
and
good.
navigated.
He knows
You know
how
what I
to
mean?
shift the
Through
You see that?
through the jungle, if you may.
Yes.
And I'm just happy to be here amongst friends and family.
But how
and
does it feel? How does the energy feel when you're outside and the people come up to
The
you?
ladies.
He just
Eat
said,
breezy.
he said last night he got ran up on by like.
Yo, shout out to
Some
Delta
cougars.
Sigma Theta. You know what I mean? They was in the
What's
building.
that? Scale? Some stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
Don't do the wrong one. They
yeah.
get tight.
They get tight.
You can't do the ski wee oops wrong. You get in trouble.
Whatever.
Chrissy,
You
talk
have
to
to
him.
respect it. You have to respect
Why,
it.
are you in one of those?
No, they wouldn't allow me, but it's all right.
Why?
What?
I was a little too much for them.
She would have been an AKA.
You think so?
AK.
I think I would have been.
That's orange.
Maybe a Q dog. No, I was playing.
So Jimmy, how about you tell us how does it feel to be playing second fiddle in your household? There's a star, and then
there's Jim.
and then there's Jimbo, just rolling around, just the husband,
Exactly.
the future husband. How's that going?
Who'd have knew? Who'd have thought? It feels good though. I don't have all the pressure on me anymore, so you know, it's cool.
You enjoy that you get to kind of sit back a little bit because you're a laid back dude.
Yeah, I'm more lax than anything.
When he sleep.
When he gets to sleep.
Yeah, when he's sleeping, he's
For
real
real?
cool.
Hold on.
I'm not a relaxed kind of guy. I'm not a lax kind of
Yo,
guy.
but
You trying to say?
your trigger though.
Not normally.
It's like you go from relaxed to bam. Like it doesn't
I've
take
seen
much.
it. I've seen it.
Yeah, that happens. That happens a lot.
So you're saying that the man who coined vampire life is only able to sustain the vampire life if he properly naps. Is that what you're saying, Chrissy?
No, I'm not saying that at all. He doesn't really sleep. Like he
I'm
doesn't.
vamping.
He really doesn't sleep. It's scary.
You
He'll
need
sleep for a
sleep.
couple of hours and go straight to the gym. It's gonna catch up with him sooner or later.
To the gym? How do you do that without napping, man?
I
That's
don't know.
crazy.
Or eating.
I'll be eating.
You don't eat before the gym.
Nah, not before the gym. You eat before you go work out?
No, not really.
Depends
See?
on the day.
Told you.
I might have like a water and an apple or something, you know, but not like a
like-
meal. I don't like
Okay.
eating before I go to the gym.
See?
Okay.
I ain't see.
Yeah, but he don't go
Thank
in the
you.
morning though. You go in the morning.
Like 11, 12.
Well, that's the morning for you.
Yeah, you know.
It's weird.
So you stay out all night. You come home. You knock out for an hour or two. You get up, go to the gym.
No, I work at night. I get home. I wake my son up for school. Make sure he eats. He goes out the door. Then I take a nap, and then I wake up and go to the gym after she comes back from the gym.
And you don't get another nap later in the day? Like an afternoon,
Rarely.
3 o'clock?
I get a smoke nap sometimes.
Yeah, I was gonna say them blunts is moving. You still smoke? You still smoking blunts?
What?
Never mind.
What?
You sound insane right
Whoa.
now.
I was gonna say I
This
still
guy
smoke
is
blunts.
crazy.
G-pen, you know, whatever. I can say that.
Well, you have a different situation than Jim.
True. I forgot about this.
You guys have different situations. Hey, Jim, do you think you can make it 4 or 5 months without showing up on my television outside of a police station? Please,
This is crazy.
please.
This is crazy. This is not even
Talk
my
to him.
fault. This is crazy.
What happened on the last one?
It was crazy. It was totally crazy. I have no idea what the hell went on.
Did they say it was? What did they say you did?
They say that I did. They said that I was under the influence of marijuana while driving.
How do they even make that determination? That's a rare thing to have.
This is what I'm trying to figure out. So you know, you go through the procedures of court. It's usually just a waste of time, but it's cool, man. You respect the judicial system. I've been here before. It's all right.
Did your car smell like marijuana?
I don't know.
That's what
I don't
they-
know how marijuana smells, so I don't know how an officer knows how marijuana smells. Do they give them marijuana courses
Good question.
to understand what marijuana smells like? And if it's bad marijuana, do they actually know what bad marijuana smells like as opposed to good marijuana smells? Because that's two different type of smells right there.
Or so you've heard.
Oh, so I've heard.
Allegedly.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
It's good. How is Jewels? How is Cam?
Shouts to Joel, shouts to Cam, shouts to Freaky Zeke, shouts to the whole
Zeke.
family.
I'm seeing a lot of touring though. There is a lot of like Dipset here, Dipset, a lot of shows.
We gonna pick up them bags. We not gonna leave them bags on the floor.
No.
We have to pick them bags.
No, the
up.
bags get picked up.
Do y'all talk on the road? Like, are y'all cool? Y'all arrive separate times, do the show and leave? Like,
We definitely arrive at separate times. It's usually like that. But nah, it's cool. Everybody's cool. We see each other. We get drunk. We smoke regular. Laugh about old
you
times.
miss the old days though?
Smoke cigarettes.
Do I
It's
miss
not
the
like
old
the
days?
old days,
Nah, it is
yeah.
nothing like the old days. But the old days were the old days. We grown ass men now. So there was things that we were doing back then that it would be a shame for me to even think of doing right now. You know what I mean? But I loved it. Every
I think you may
second of
remember
it.
some of those things when you used to see him in the club. You remember?
Syph
I
has
love those
witnessed.
days.
Syph has witnessed
I
a
know
lot
you're saying.
of a lot.
Was it? Why do I feel like there's stories of Jim with no shirt in the club?
Syph-
Is that a thing
Syph-
that happened?
Syph,
Regular.
I don't think
Regular.
you would want to see me come to the club with 60 dudes no more right now, right?
Nope.
I don't think that would be
No, I don't mean those old days.
Syph, I'm plus 60.
I don't mean those days. Just like,
literally like
No text.
but
Syph,
like,
plus
would
60.
you
I'm
say
good.
Cam was your best friend, like high school years or right after high school?
Cam was definitely one of my best friends. Zeke was definitely one of my best friends, and Joel's was definitely a little brother that I never had. But above all, Cam and Zeke were
and
definitely
Cam
two
and
of the
Mace,
best friends.
Best friends? Or
Cam
were they
and
like
Mace,
very tight?
Yes, coming up through the high school years, and
That just goes to show, like because we remember it through the records and the videos and how much y'all used to talk about it. But everybody probably ain't really close with their high school and college
these
best
are true
friends.
stories. This is where the stardom came from. All of us grew up in Harlem, on the streets of Harlem, running around since high school. Cam and them was playing ball. I was doing what I was doing. It all worked, and they were all talented. They started doing music. May started doing music. He went away, came back, got on, put Cam on. Cam put me on. We put Joel's and Zeke on, and it happened like that. And and we still here. God bless the perseverance to still be here in this game and still be relevant to do different things, and people to watch us on television, still be able to do music, to live the way we want to live, be able to support our family in a gracious way. Like I've been doing this since 18, a year after high school. I don't know no different. God bless me, because I could have went a whole different way, and y'all might have not really got to see who I could really be.
Where do you think you get that hustler ambition from?
From Harlem.
Just from the streets
Just
of
from
Harlem.
the street. And my mom's, my mom's is a hustler, as everybody can see. This is what she does. But being on the streets of Harlem and coming outside and watching them hustlers and seeing the big cars and the girls and the jewelry, that's what made you get hype. Not realizing what was really behind the facade. But you learn that as you get older. But for the most part, that hustle was there. Every day you came out was about hustling. That's why I say I'm a vampire, because we lived outside. We never went inside.
That was a good little Harlem story. I like that.
Quick little Harlem note.
Thank you.
She's really from Harlem, though.
I'm not involved. I'm just here to support you.
She's Harlem.
Yeah.
Where's she from?
What? Just a simple question.
Yeah, simple question.
I grew up in Harlem between 132nd and 136. My family had liquor stores and hotels and
Between 132nd and 136 and
those
what?
4 block Lenox Avenue.
Lenox Ave.
You grew up on the whole
Yeah, I was
4-block
bad.
radius.
Yeah, I was like the bad kid on the block. I like broke all the storefront windows
Liquor stores and hotels.
and tenement buildings.
So you used to wild out too, like that?
Well, I was the only like little girl in the neighborhood at the time, so I hung out with the boys.
Oh, so all
Big
y'all
L?
went.
Yes.
And Big Al in C-Town? Who's C-Town? Is that his brother?
No, I didn't know him.
Well, you knew Big L though. Same area, same
3
time
blocks
frame.
away?
Yeah.
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 139.
Yep.
A little bit of a difference of eras.
Yeah,
Big
slight.
Al
That's what I'm saying. I
Big
was a
Al
little
was
older.
more of our era during our age. She's a
Oh, you're a little younger.
I'm older.
she's a little younger.
You're older.
I'm older than Jimmy. Yes.
You look like you're younger,
Thank you.
so that's all that matters, Jimmy. She can be as old as she wants, as long as she looks younger than you. Everyone's
How about
winning.
that?
is
I'll
what I'm
buy
trying
that
to
for
say.
$1.
All right, guys, watch that.
Those are some gems. That was good.
Yeah.
You did pretty good. You held back pretty good too.
Yeah. Listen.
You told the good part of the story.
Oh, please.
There's VH1 people there.
Yeah, that was a
they
good part.
watch-
She doesn't want them
watch-
to
gotta
know
wait for the
every
They
book.
behind the camera.
The book is
That's
coming
a
soon.
different show, VH1 people. Y'all gotta cut the check for that
The
one.
book. Exactly.
Because there are stories.
Where you do it? You write a book?
Yes.
Maybe. We don't know. Okay.
Yes. We are writing the book. You heard?
We are writing a couple of books.
Wow.
Holla.
There's a lot. There's
a lot.
vampire-like clothing. There's
There's a lot
TV
here.
shows. There's books.
That's
You
why
don't
I
know-
sat down in the middle.
You don't know how much stuff they're doing because because of their timeline and projections, they don't know what they can talk about, what they can't talk about.
Yeah, what's out?
When is this gonna air?
It's all gravy, man. We just hustling out here. We doing TV. We getting into the movies. We doing books.
Do you get confused though? Like he just said, do you get a little confused sometimes between what's happening in this moment and what aired yesterday and happened 6 months ago?
Nah.
I do.
You do, because people come up to you and go, I heard about blank.
Confused.
Listen, it's a whole lot going on, babe. People come up to me and say certain things, and I don't know whether I'm supposed to confirm
you
it
talking
or...
about what people telling you about the show.
I'm
Like,
not
look,
talking
the
about
show
what's
was
really
on last
going
night. Something happened last night, but in your real
Your
life,
phone
we
blew
don't
up
know when
last
that
night, right?
happened.
Your phone has to blow up every show.
Ask me the
I don't
questions.
know. I was
they
at the
ask her. I
mall
ain't
getting
that-
shot at, so I wasn't.
You were at that mall?
Yes.
So you weren't going to tell us that part, really?
You was at the mall last night?
Yes.
You was gonna leave that out of the interview.
You was there
Yeah, I was there.
that late?
Yes.
As it happened.
Yes.
So tell us what happened to you last night, Chrissy.
I almost got trampled coming out of the doors. People were running out like crazy,
Did
going
you
down
hear the shots?
Yeah, I heard the shots, but didn't sound like the shots that I hear.
Right.
You know, I've heard growing up.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a low, barrely muffled sound. So it sounded like maybe a gate of a store falling. Like
So you
off the
weren't
track.
sure it was gunshots instantly?
Not at all. And my ears are usually trained for that.
It's different though. It's different.
I know when to get out of there.
Jersey Mall, Harlem Block.
Yeah, and the
Sound
echo and the
different.
echo in the mall
Yeah.
made it sound different.
The acoustics.
And then it was on the other side of the mall, and it's still, you could still hear it. And people just started running from everywhere. Like the people that worked in the stores were leaving their stores wide open.
Right.
And,
You know what the tragedy is though? She forgot my food.
no, I paid for it. I
is the
paid
tragedy.
From where?
This is-
From where?
California Pizza Kitchen,
I just needed to. I was trying to get a quick meal before I went out.
spaghetti bolognese.
And she gonna call me like, yo, they were shooting at the mall.
I'm like, all right, what'd
Then
you
I
get?
forgot my food. I forgot your food though. I was pissed off.
And the best part is, and you know it's BS because you can tell by her describing it, she was calm. In fact, I'm surprised
No,
on the
but
news that there was
no,
one
that's what I'm saying.
woman.
That's the
who
Harlem
appeared to
kicking,
not
and
give it-
they shooting all the time.
That's
You be
what
on the
I'm
phone like,
saying.
oh, they shooting up the block. All right. Back to the
Unfortunately, that's
conversation,
sad.
like,
That's
this-
sad.
It's
but
sad, but the
sad.
truth is, there were white people running back and forth yesterday screaming. Meanwhile, there were like one woman just appeared to, quote, not give a fuck.
She probably looked like a suspect because
She
she
was
walked
walking
out
like-
while everybody else running.
Yo, Jim, they're wilding out over here. Anyways, what you... That's all the more... That's why
what
she
she
shouldn't
told
have
me, like,
forgotten.
yo, they shooting in the mall.
no, I didn't forget it. They wouldn't give it to me.
Oh, they wouldn't let you get
the
it.
cooks were outside with me.
But
like
that
they
California Pizza Kitchen is right by an exit.
Right.
So you could just go right out.
Right. So the cooks, the bartender,
Just went
everybody
out.
was outside with me.
Wow, what a scene.
Terrible.
Well, the good news was no one... I mean, the shooter died, but no one else was hit yesterday, so that's good news.
That's great news.
We're glad you're
the
okay.
shooter died.
Yes.
Shooter
He
shot
killed
Yeah,
himself.
he killed
Killed
himself. They found him at 3 something this morning.
Least
In the
successful
mall
shooting
somewhere
ever.
they
Yeah,
found
they
him?
said in the
Like
basement
some
or something like
construction
that.
site part, like off site.
But part of the mall.
yeah, no
Yeah.
part
was
of
in
the
the mall,
mall.
yeah.
But there was like.
So is there going to be like a ghost in the mall now?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Really?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Christy, so how's the new show going?
It went well. I mean, we had a couple of hiccups, but it was a lot easier than what I've been doing. It felt safer.
A couple of hiccups.
Wait, you didn't have to fight anyone on this show, did you? Like in that episode last season where you didn't have to attack anyone in this, did you?
Her and my
Really?
son be fighting.
Really? Really?
Well, I mean, I saw they just did the 40 moments from Love and Hip Hop. One of them was an all-out
got
Chrissy
crazy.
attack.
But she was provoked.
Yeah, she had a little Jimbo. She had a little Jimbo that day.
Oh, she had a little Jimbo.
She had a little Jimbo
I
that
resent,
day.
I resent this comment. I resent this
I can't win
comment.
anyway.
I resent this comment. This is crazy. Is the Redskins your team?
Either that or I just chose to be a loser. Yeah,
Redskins are-
it's my squad. It's my squad.
You go down hard.
I do. I go pretty hard for these
I
guys.
respect your loyalty though.
Well, thank
Blow
you,
it
Jim.
up.
I appreciate that. But Chrissy, no fights in this series.
No real ones, no.
Just more.
family
This is about
stuff.
the relationship.
Yeah, and trying to get the guys to stay on the same page and keep the house clean.
I want to ask you one interesting thing I saw in that top 40 moments. They were talking to the producers from Love and Hip Hop, and I think everyone knows that Love and Hip Hop has its real moments and its moments that are more like a television show. But they all said that in the moment when Jim proposed to you, that everyone around like really was choking up on set, and that was a really real moment. Is that true? Was that really a real moment?
That's factual. I didn't know he was even in Miami, and
Talk right into the mic.
he completely threw me off the way he asked me. He tapped me on the shoulder like we had beef. So that's what I turned around thinking I was getting ready to get into with him, and then he pulls this box out, and I was surprised and happy, and woman, man, and child on the set. Everybody was teared up.
It was a nice moment, Jim.
He was nervous.
It was cool.
You're such a romantic, man.
Where's your ring?
Good question.
Whoa. See, that's my time to leave because this is about to get crazy.
Did I?
Axel
I
was the
walked on-
ringer.
Talking to the mic, Jim.
Situation I
Axel
didn't know
was the
about.
ringer. Nah, she's in the midst of getting a new setting for her stone. She wasn't really feeling the setting that I got.
He tried. We all try to get the setting right.
Right.
See, that's
Right.
We all
why.
tried.
See,
right?
That's why I did mine with my wife,
Yeah, you smart.
but I did it after the fact.
You smart.
He proposed with the wedding ring, and then they went and got the engagement ring together.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, smart guy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you're not smart. I'm just saying.
You proposed with the wedding
The
ring?
band.
I proposed with the wedding bands
And
and
then
a
went-
and a stack
Stone.
of money.
No, that
Oh,
part
okay.
you should leave out of the story. That
It
part's
was
so
fake. It
insane.
was fake.
It's so insane.
It was
fake
fake.
stack?
Oh, it was fake.
It was fake, but it was to show that
That-
this is the money we're gonna use to go buy your engagement.
Don't you think it was
Why
presumed that you
why
had
didn't
money?
Use the real money.
You know
got
what?
some
Listen,
people-
No, 'cause I was in
listen,
Japan.
listen.
Money.
I was in Japan.
You're
I didn't
getting
want
off
to take it
track
on a
here. It's
flight
about
to
the
Japan.
gesture and
And I had the engagement ring. I went and got a couple of the wax ones that they make.
The
like
mold.
3 molds to show that I had already started the process. Realize she's gonna need to be involved with this, and then put it all in a big box and open that big box with the wedding ring and the money and the
mold. Kind of dope.
That was
It
dope.
worked out nice.
That was
I
dope.
just want to say I get so much for being a sissy on this show. And do you hear the story he just told? The detail that this man put in front.
into
it was
detail.
important to him. This
Well,
is an important
obviously.
day.
You're the sissy of the show?
Yeah,
He's a little bitch.
I'm the
Why?
little bitch to my wife. That was such a womanly detail that you used for that
It's
story.
just I'd pay attention. My wife likes to do stuff
Paying
together.
attention is womanly. Men
No,
don't pay
no,
attention.
you
Well, that's the
not being
problem.
allowed to
Okay,
go
start
out
to
is
pay more
womanly.
attention.
No, I'm not allowed to go out. I choose
can't
not to
go
leave my house.
outside?
No, my wife would
Or you
wish
only
I
could
left
go to work?
My wife wishes I left the house. I choose not to leave the house.
See?
I don't like to go out. I mean, I'm a bitch in other ways to my wife, but not that one. Let's be fair. I mean, let's
This
be
is a
reasonable.
complicated conversation.
Well, listen,
You don't
you're
have this
joining it, Jim.
conversation earlier.
Relationships are complicated.
When are you getting married? When's the actual? You have a date yet?
I haven't set a date yet.
Jim, you have any thoughts on the date?
Would I be invited to that wedding? Just curious. Because I invited you to mine.
Of course you would be invited.
I wonder.
You shouldn't have just reminded them that you invited them. You set them up.
I'm trying to think of all the heartache and pain you caused me through the years I've known you.
Not me. I have not been a stressor in your life.
You gotta wear all red to my wedding. Now let me stop. Let me stop.
I was about to be like, yeah.
What?
What's going on here?
Syph, don't go in red at all, please.
I don't know what's going on. I'm lost.
Yeah, I'm glad. Me and Chris are both lost.
Okay.
But you don't have a date yet?
No.
Is
It's
that-
it's no pressure. It's just something we haven't. I mean, I can go to City Hall. We can go to City Hall like tomorrow or next week, but we want to do it right.
Can I just ask the main question I think everybody's probably
Please.
thinking right now?
Please.
The show where you proposed to her took place how long ago?
I don't know what.
So
really,
long
2
enough
years.
to where you don't
2 years.
2 years. And is there tension? Because I sensed the tension
Of what?
between you and him on the fact that this date hasn't been set, and do you want him to take
He
the?
says the tension, or he wants to put.
Yeah, look, there's no tension.
Talking to the mic, Jim.
Listen, I'm not trying to be funny, and I am not the boss of our relationship. But if I want to get married tomorrow, we would do that.
Tell him, blow it up.
No, but we want to do it. Yeah. I want it to be something that we both are looking forward to. I want him to have his input. I want this to be done together. I don't want to push the issue. I don't want it done my way. I want it to be
You
done.
hear that, Ebro? You trouble making money.
Yeah. It's not that he doesn't want. He's ready.
Well, you're wearing a ring.
Yeah, I always get my ring.
Well, and he won the Super Bowl with his other hand.
And he also won a Super Bowl.
It's my Dipset ring with everything on it.
Do all you guys have one of those?
No, just me.
Well, Dipset Capo, thank you. How do you, Jim? How do you keep the boundary of being still like a man's man and a real hip hop dude with street credibility while doing these shows? Because I'm not gonna lie, there are people I'm friends with who I love as people, are good people, who have had moments on the reality show that I have to stand up and walk out of the room because of the way they're looking on TV. I'm just like,
it depends, because reality shows vary, man. You might get in a situation where you just willing to do these things that the production people want you to do, and that's usually a suicide jump. I'm not one of those people. I don't compromise myself for
He
anything.
stays true.
So
This
you
is
let
one of
them
the-
know that you're gonna do the show, but y'all are gonna do it the way you're gonna do the show.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's why we
think
got
about it.
Chrissy
He
and
was
Mr.
on-
Jones.
He was on a different show, probably had that disagreement, and now he has his own show where he calls the shot.
Duh.
But you never looked like a punk on Love and Hip Hop.
I'm not
You
going
let
to
them
look
know.
like a punk anywhere. It ain't got to be with TV. I'm just not.
It
I'm
ain't
not
gonna
into-
happen.
Yeah, that's not.
Did they try? Was
the
there
way-
ever a scene
the way
idea?
my life is set up, it don't.
It doesn't
happen
have. Was there
like
ever a
that.
scene idea where you say to them, guys, I don't know if you know who I am. The way you said to me when I first got here, I don't know if you're acquainted with how things work in this city.
I've done some.
You've had to have that conversation, right?
I've had a conversation with a whole crew.
about getting acquainted.
Yes, nobody move.
Yeah.
Let's all
Listen,
have a
Okay,
nice conversation.
Moving right along.
Everyone learns how things work with Jimmy. All right, and then it works out great after that. I know that for a fact. Everything's been
this
great.
is my guy.
No, what
Blow
my
it
God,
up.
blow it up.
Blow it up. This is my guy right here.
I've been doing that for
He's
years.
the hardest
It's
white
horrible.
boy ever.
So it's
See?
been
But you
horrible
don't
for
step
years.
on the mine and then blow it up.
Oh,
Yo,
I Yo, he body Joe.
Oh man,
I'm leaving.
word
You guys done with me? Can
All right,
I leave now,
tell them when the
please?
show's on at least. Tell them when they can see you.
Monday nights, 9 o'clock, VH1.
It's called Chrissy and her husband.
Yeah,
A guy.
Chrissy and some dude
nobody.
named Jim.
A nobody named
Exactly.
Jim.
Chrissy and Mr. Jones, don't do that to my baby.
Y'all
Thank
love
you,
y'all
guys.
relationship, man. I'm proud of y'all, man. I'm proud of you, Jim, and you,
Thank you.
Chrissy.
Thank you.
Proud
It
of both
hasn't
y'all. Know
been
y'all a
easy.
long time. That's
I'm
dope.
proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all.
God, this is getting
I know all of y'all for a long time. It's dope.
to be one of those mushy reality show
Yes.
moments that I got to change the channel for.
Yes,
Jim.
And then there's Jimbo, just rolling around, just the husband,
exactly.
the future husband. How's that
Exactly.
going?
Who'da knew? Who'da thought? It feels good though. I don't have all the pressure on me anymore. So it's cool.
You enjoy that you get to kind of sit back a little bit because you're a laid back dude.
Yeah, I'm more lax than anything.
When he sleep.
When he gets to sleep.
Yeah, when he's sleeping, he's
For
real
real?
cool.
Hold on.
I'm not a relaxed kind of guy. I'm not a lax kind of
Yo,
guy.
but
You trying to say?
your trigger though.
Not normally.
It's like you go from relaxed to bam. Like it doesn't
I've
take
seen
much.
it. I've seen it.
Yeah, that happens. That happens a lot.
So you're saying that the man who coined vampire life is only able to sustain the vampire life if he properly naps. Is that what you're saying, Chrissy?
No, I'm not saying that at all. He doesn't really.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and
Good night.
You got good night.
Because it's a vampire.
Vampire life.
Yes.
Chrissy and her husband are here.
And I had to sit in between them so they wouldn't fight.
Oh,
Yes.
You know what? Don't start. Can you please leave?
She wants to kick me out.
So I agree with
Nah,
her.
let him stay. I got a couple questions for him.
Okay, well, stay there in the hot seat.
Questions.
Oh, you know that's how we should start off. Jim Jones wanted to ask Ebro a couple questions.
Oh,
Yes.
Go for
sugar,
it.
honey, iced tea.
My question to Ebro was, how does it feel to be so successful, the man of the hour?
Yeah, okay.
The
Popping
man,
on TV.
The man in the spotlight. How does it feel?
You know, I've tried to follow in your footsteps. You know what I mean? I've watched how
That's
you've
nice.
gone
That's
and
good.
navigated.
He knows
You know
how
what I
to
mean?
shift the
Through
weight.
You see that?
through the jungle, if you may.
Wake up and go to the gym after she comes back from the gym.
And you don't get another nap later in the day? Like an afternoon,
Rarely.
3 o'clock?
I get a smoke nap sometimes.
Yeah, I was gonna say them blunts is moving. You still smoking blunts?
What?
Never mind.
What?
You sound insane right
Whoa.
now.
I was gonna say I
This
still
guy's
smoke blunts.
crazy.
G-pen, whatever. I can say that.
Well, you have a different situation than Jim.
True. I forgot about this.
You guys have different situations. Hey, Jim, do you think you can make it 4 or 5 months without showing up on my television outside of a police station? Please,
This is crazy.
please.
This is crazy. This is not even
Talk
my
to him.
fault. This is crazy. This
What
is-
happened on the last one?
This was it was crazy. It was totally crazy. I have no idea what the hell went on. Yes.
And I'm just happy to be here amongst friends and family.
But how
and
does it feel? How does the energy feel when you're outside and the people come up to
The
you?
ladies.
You just
Eat
said-
breezy.
He said last night he got ran up on by like.
Yo, shout out to
Some
Delta
cougars.
Sigma Theta. You know what I mean? They was in the
What's
building.
that? Scale? Some stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
Don't do the wrong one. They
yeah.
get tight.
They get tight.
You can't do the ski wee oops wrong. You get in trouble.
Whatever.
Chris, you
You
talk
have
to
to
him.
respect it. You have to respect
Why,
it.
are you in
Jimmy.
one of those?
Ski
No, they wouldn't allow me, but it's all right.
Why?
I was a little too much for them.
She would have been an AKA.
You think so?
AK.
I think I would have been.
That's Orange.
Maybe a Q dog. No, I was playing.
So Jimmy, how about you tell us how does it feel to be playing second fiddle in your household? There's a star, and then there's
sleep. Like he doesn't. He really doesn't sleep. It's scary.
You
He'll
need
sleep for a couple of hours and go straight to the gym. It's gonna catch up with him sooner or later.
to the gym. How do you do that without napping, man?
I
That's
don't know.
crazy.
Or eating.
I'll be eating.
You don't eat before the gym.
Nah, not before the gym. You eat before you go work out?
No, not really.
Depends on the day.
Told you.
I might have like a water and an apple or something, you know, but not like a
like-
meal. I don't like
Okay.
eating before I go to the gym.
See?
Okay.
I ain't see.
Yeah, but he don't go
Thank
in the
you.
morning though. You go in the morning.
Like 11, 12.
Well, that's the morning for you.
Yeah, you know.
It's weird.
So you stay out all night. You come home. You knock out for an hour or two. You get up, go to the gym.
No, I work at night. I get home. I wake my son up for school. Make sure he eats. He goes out the door. Then I take a nap, and then I